And who, pray, is responsible for our suffering? Huh? Man. Man is our enemy. Remove man, and the root cause of hunger and overwork is abolished forever. Remove man, and the produce of our labor will be our own. Remove man, and overnight we will become free and equal.
Free and equal. Free and equal.
All right, welcome to the Bunsen Burner podcast. It's Paul and the regular guys, Dan and Fred.
Hello, it's me, Fred. I love Canada.
And then
Hey, it's me, Dan.
I'm just kidding. It's actually Jimmy from the block that's joining us, and Koq.
Hi guys. I'm actually a job from Radio Free Innsmouth.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm actually Rune from the Bass Hooligan podcast.
Sorry, I'm actually the guy from Metal Tempest. How do you say that?
Oh, man, where's Fred, dude? That's the only reason I agreed to be on this damn thing. I need the Metal Lord.
Dan and Fred wanted some time off. I guess those big episodes took a lot out of them, but I think they're a bit reinvigorated. Dan's like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that.
Already?
Yeah, with those bigger episodes, like with the bunch more bands and shorter samples.
Okay.
The great episodes all around, I think. Methinks.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty good. It's a bitch to edit though, but other than that, it's fine.
I can imagine how long those episodes are. Probably editing sucks.
Yeah. Luckily, I work from home on the day that I edit, and then I just do it simultaneously. So I just listen and plug in things as they come along.
What a multitasker. You really are a drummer then.
Yeah. But, we got the nicknames here. I'm Zizmo. That'll come in a story a few weeks from now. I think Dan will be able to tell it better. And then we got Blood of Pingu. And
that's right, that's me.
Intestine Ball Smell.
Hi, I'm just some bum they grabbed off the side of the street.
Yeah, we got what's that guy, the first pig that spoke? Old Major. We got the guys from Animal Farms. The piggies are having an uprising and gain a bit more of a consciousness and are
that's right. We've
wanting to talk.
Manifested ourselves
The piggies
into the online space.
The piggy revolt. Get ready. I guess I'll start. Yeah, I'm Charles Styles. I'm a frequent commenter, but I usually say retarded nonsense. And pretty much just I talk to the right people, and now I'm here. No real credentials.
Yeah. And we all know and love Koq.
Yeah.
What, pause?
Yeah.
Whoa. KOQ.
KOQ, baby. Well, I don't know. I don't think I have any fans. But
I'm your fan. I was like, oh my god, it's Koq from Bunsen Burner Recordings. I was like, holy shit, I'm honored.
That's when we were in the call, you were like surprised that I was
no, like, so yeah, I context you. I'm just some random schmuck who just showed up in the Terminus Discord server one day, and I'm just talking to the people. I'm talking to this guy in a voice call, and he's like, yeah, when I was on Bunsen Burner, it was cool. And I'm like, wait a minute, you're the guy from the Wehrmacht and Demolick episode. Like, duh. Like, it was like, oh, just didn't even realize. Like, he said he was on it, and I'm like, oh, that voice, I recognize this voice.
Well, thank you for remembering me from the better episodes. We don't talk about the Copperphilian one.
Oh, well, that's also a classic. Well, nothing bad ever happened to that episode.
Nothing bad ever happened. It actually just didn't happen.
They gotta like the candid moments with the guests. Like Mac is always my favorite to think about.
Yeah.
When he was on.
How's Little Mac doing?
Not sure. I haven't spoke with him past burning him some copies of my Sacramentary abolishment CDs.
Oh yeah, I remember him asking you about that. In the
Yeah.
comments.
So I sent those over to him, and I think we sent over a couple freebies from Bunsen Burner and
Yeah.
one of our guys. So gotta treat him well.
Yeah, no. Like seems like he was going through some stuff
Mm-hmm.
around the time you guys were talking to. So I'm hoping he's doing fine. I kind of miss him in the Hidden From episodes. Like
Well, I see him in the comments of like Crow's Nest and stuff. I think he was commenting on the Infestor video, and he was saying like he did an episode with on Hessian Firm on that. So
yeah.
so he's out there.
No, he's everywhere. If you look for him, like yeah, he's in a lot of the comments, not even metal stuff.
Yeah, I think the guy I see the most and most obscure stuff that I look at is Shannon, which we
Shannon,
had
yeah.
on before. I just wanted to see what the man behind the screen name or talk to him.
Hey, Shannon's an interesting guy.
Yeah,
Good taste.
yeah. It's
Fucking
like
everywhere.
everything I look up, he's like already there.
That, yeah,
I've caught him in the wild a few times.
caught him in the wild many times.
Yeah.
That guy, like, there's a guy called Funeral Presence, I think.
Mhm.
Funeral Obsession with he has like a time ghoul profile pic. Like, I saw him randomly in like some like a Japanese video, like showing this like a amphibious centipede like swimming in a bucket or something. Like, why are you here? Who the fuck are you?
And I know me and Koq share a lot of similarities in like the weirder type of metal that's just a little bit more unique takes on certain subgenres and stuff. But
Yeah.
Charles, what are you into?
Me, I'm into like baby's first bands basically. I get out cavolted by everyone. It seems. Tisk tisk. I'm like, ah, check out this cool thing I found. Everyone's like, oh, I've loved that for years. It's like that's the sort of experience. Or it's like I'll be listening to like a finished Death Grind like demo, and I'm like, oh, this is neat. And then I look at the comments, and it's like Dan. I'm like, oh, of course.
You're just born too late.
I was born. No, it's not even that. It's just I like didn't use the internet until I was like 16 or 15.
Oh,
Well, it's like I had use of it, but I just didn't use it.
yeah.
Yeah, you were a happier man.
I was a happier man listening to Iron Maiden while people were listening to like Moonblood and stuff.
Yeah, the Iron Maiden cover from Moonblood.
The best like Moonblood song, for being honest. Sends the rest of the discography home on a stretcher, for being real.
And then you guys, which I thought was interesting, you guys came into in contact with Terminus through us, right? Like you found this podcast and us showing that.
It's actually other way around. I found about Terminus after I found out about Bunsen Burner, which
Me
is
too.
the fun thing. Cause like I knew about Jub and I had seen you guys around like getting posts every once in a while, but then like it was the Jub episode and I was like, oh, let me finally check these guys out. Or maybe I had seen like the Dismember episode, and I don't remember if that was before or after the first Jub episode, but that's what got me really invested in watching you guys. Cause Dismember's probably my favorite death metal band, which is, I know it's like, wow, daring answer, but oh well. They still rule.
That's Dan's favorite album too, like ever flowing stream.
That's like Pride Crown Jewel of my collection is a signed copy of Everflowing by all the members.
Oh damn! You
Yeah,
just
I got
scored
the-
that on the internet or something?
Nope, signed that by standing in line at MDF 2 years ago.
Oh shit! Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, dude, they did a free signing. Some people brought like their entire collection.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, how often do they play here?
I've played like 5 times in the past 3 years, 4
Yeah.
years, so like, it's worth it.
And then you
Don't
just
blame them at all.
you just so happened to pick up one of the Bunsen classics today, right?
You
Or
know,
you
it's
received
funny
it?
you mentioned. I mean, we could wait to do that for the like the pickups or whatever, but I can get to it now if you want.
Yeah, get to it unless you have something else to, you know, Something prior.
Something prior. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess I'm Cavolt now, guys. I'm one of the cool kids. I impulse bought an original Sacramento Abolishment Rivers of Corticone CD on Discogs because it was relatively cheap, quote unquote, compared to the other listings, and it had a domestic U.S. shipping versus international European or Canadian. So, not too bad. It was over $100, but compared to 170, it wasn't too bad.
Oh yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
sure
and
the shipping was, like you said, like the other listings being like 30, 40 bucks or
gajillion
something.
dollars.
Yeah.
The Canadian listing was like $30 USD
Yeah.
for a CD.
Fucking crowd, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I had it bad.
Well, you can like order from like anywhere, right?
Yeah.
You got no bans.
Yeah, I can order from everywhere, but it's just the import prices are brutal.
Yeah. That's why I figured to send you that Dominus First 9 shirt.
Yeah, dude. Thanks. I really needed to spend more money on metal-related products.
Oh man, that's Bears. Every day he shows me another boot. I'm like, oh my god.
Dude, like every 5 minutes, he's like, "Look what I picked up," and it's just like 10 new albums.
Well, not even that. He's like, just look at this more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this new sick batch, dude.
Oh.
It's like it is sick, but I'm at the point where I'm thinking about getting rid of some shirts. I figure I have too many.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
still building my shirt collection. I've been obsessed with CDs recently, so I haven't bought
Yeah, I've
really any
mostly
shirts.
been CDs and some records here, and they haven't really bought a shirt in a while myself.
Yeah, I'm mainly shirt guy, but it's getting not out of hand yet, but there's a lot to choose
Why
from.
have you spent an obscene amount on a shirt yet?
No, those are reasonably priced, and mainly trying to buy them from the bands and stuff. So it's I think the main problem is like the bootleg like Sacramento one that I was waiting for like months for.
And didn't some people not get them at all?
Yeah, I don't think like Dan
Hope
ordered
didn't
one
get
too. He didn't get it.
That's just. Ugh.
But I'm like, I was bugging the fuck out of him. Like on every, there was like his email that he posted that said, "This is the new updated email." I send it, it bounces back. I go back to the old one, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't realize the other one was not working," or some excuse. And then I was just like, in his Instagram comments and his DMs, like, "Where is this shit at?" And then he finally gave it to me.
Was this like where was this guy based? Was this some like Indonesian dude?
No, it was in the States somewhere. I think
What?
it like shipped from like, I want to say like Tennessee or Texas or something like that. One of the T's.
Dude,
But
that's ridiculous. I just assumed it was like some Southeast Asian print.
oh
How it was
no,
going for you guys.
no, they're on
Jesus.
top of that shit. Production,
American
manufacturing,
quality,
shipping. Yeah,
It's crazy though.
yeah.
Like woof. I
They're
mean,
busy posting on Instagram, apparently.
he's like, "Look what new print I got." In
And-
the comments, like, "Where's my Sacramento shirt, dude?"
Yeah, basically, he would delete it and then message me.
So fucking
Be like,
weird.
"Dude,
Just
stop
send
asking
the
about it."
fucking shirt, man.
Yeah, and then I would like message the other people, like, or like comment on the post and be like, "Hey, did you guys receive your shirts yet?"
Like at everyone.
Yeah. I was just so annoying.
Dude, it's just so weird that some people got the shirts and others didn't.
Yeah, I would understand if he said, "Hey, pre-order, limited, blah blah blah," but none of that was said.
Yeah, it was a distracting stone shirt, right?
Yeah, I wish there was a River of Quorthon shirt out there somewhere. That'd be great.
Yeah. I'm
That is
content
the
with looking
dream.
at my jewel case right now. Ah, it's beautiful. It's like looking at the Ark of the Covenant.
Fuck you, Charles.
Whatever, dude. You got cool shit. I don't want to hear it. You got that Cataclysm Incantation VHS. That's pretty sick.
Damn.
Yeah, that I can't fucking watch because I don't have a VHS player.
They got a fucking VHS player. Jesus.
Those are
Oh,
expensive.
you got like what's it called? Sony right down the street, bro.
Go knock on the door.
Yeah, pick up a
Knock on the
VHS.
door, yeah. Can I have a VHS?
You're like, yeah,
Like-
I was about to throw these out.
Like just like put your fingers together, like please.
Well,
What, this whole
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
I'm just gonna go knock on Toshiba's door.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like that's gonna work.
that's great. Oh, I'm trying to think what else is going on. Oh, I guess the main reason the two of us are on here is the piggy revolt. We're plotting something.
Right, baby.
We started we were talking one night, we were joking, I was like, what if we did like the Bunsen burner like after show? It was like a joke, or it's like we like review and recap the episodes. And it slowly
Yeah.
transformed into what if we just actually just did our own bullshit web show, the two of us. And I thought it
Yeah.
was just a joke, but then I wake up in the morning and Koq drew like a background and logo, and I'm like, alright, I'm on board.
He's doing piggy origami and all this shit.
Dude, the piggy origami, oh my god,
Oh,
that's just, it's
Dan-
so incredible.
Dan wanted me to ask if you're able to send a fuckload of those, and we're gonna give them out with some orders.
Oh my god, I would love to have one of
Sure.
those.
Sure, I can make some, like, if you want, like, specific, like, shirt designs or something, like, I can
Yeah,
draw
dude, a
some.
Natalie Portman nip slip little piggy.
Yeah,
Oh
it'd
my
be
god.
funny if you did
I'd
all
lose my mind.
the Bunsen burner bands. You could do like
Oh,
fucking abortionists and shit too.
Yeah.
Get a flesh mangled shirt, like ooh, cross promotion.
Angle, oh,
Yeah, they are
Ozilek.
brother band.
Do oh my, I just forgot like the Mexican band that your guys are putting out. I'm forgetting the name.
Mexican.
What's his?
Like
Are they
Alicia?
Mexican? No,
Yeah,
not
that's-
no, not that one.
That's us. Fool.
The one you covered a few weeks ago. You just said the name,
Oh,
and it's blanking.
they're Brazilian, Carcinosi.
They're Brazilian. My bad.
which
Yeah,
make-
yeah. Do some
makes them
shirts
even better.
those. Tie that in with the CD orders. As like a little. Instead of the Obi strip, you get a little piggy.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That'll
Like,
be extra
that's-
$10 for that.
Yeah, you can get them separately for that much.
Oh,
Going for that, what was that Chinese guy's label?
Huan Ching.
Okay, no, the one, Danny Lee, that's the guy that,
That guy.
fuck, well, yeah, there was some, like, fucking label selling, vinyls for, like, here's the one, the normal one, and here's the one with the Obi strip, for,
And
like,
it's extra.
more dollars.
Here's the one with the
$4 for an
piggy.
Obi strip.
one
I've
with
noticed
the
that
piggy.
what was it? Hell's Headbangers been doing Obi strips recently. A dog's like, clean ass Obi strip.
That's a clean-ass Obi strip right there.
What a funny guy. He's fallen off though recently. I've not watched him in so long.
Yeah, it seems like he stopped doing the thumbnails. So
He wasn't doing the blackface AI generated thumbnails.
yeah,
I've just been gawking at the thumbnails from afar. I haven't been watching the videos though.
yeah. I'm
Dude,
like, ask myself, I'm like, why am I still subscribed to this? I like, I don't watch
Like,
this.
I I met the dog. Like, I guess that's like the peak of like dog enjoyment for me. It's just
And you
me,
you got coerced into a photo with the dog.
I did get Elcat was like, "You want a picture with Justin?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." And she goes, "Oh, come on, come over, follow me."
She said Charles is shy. I gotta do it for him.
It was just like,
Hmm.
it was like I'm pretty sure some band I wanted to watch was about to play. Yeah, it was like Perdition Temple was about to play, and I was like, "Oh, they're kind of cool. I want to watch them." And she was like, "Come on,
Are
give
you
me a
gonna
picture."
coerce
'cause
this shy, sensitive man?
I'm a,
He
yeah,
needs a
dude.
little
I'm a.
push from an older lady.
Yeah, like we've been chatting for like weeks. Us three. It seems like after every call with the death metal guys writing workshop, you guys are always just on. Like I'll hop off and then I'll come back on like at 10 my time. You guys are still chatting and we'll chat for like
That's
another
for
hour or
times
two.
where
Bad.
4
It's,
hours.
no, it's bad. Like I was talking to this guy at my time. I started talking about like 8 p.m. and then I'm just chatting. I'm enjoying my night. Have a beer too. Look at the time. It's 3:30. I'm like, oh fuck.
I
like,
spent like half of my day there or something.
It's like I'm having good conversation. It's not too bad. I'm laughing.
Yeah, because you
Giggling.
said around you there's not many people that you're able to talk to
Yeah,
and stuff.
I guess maybe maybe you can give the metal backstory, the lore, because I got into metal like in a really dumb way. I got into it because I was playing Doom on a school laptop in middle school, and I was like, oh, this music's pretty good. And so I'd just listen to it on YouTube sometimes, and the comments were like, yep, this is a rip-off of a Black Sabbath song, or something like that. And that's literally how it started. I just started listening to metal because of Doom.
It
I
is
got
pretty. It is probably like the heaviest soundtrack beyond Brutal Legend.
That's true. That's true. Although Brutal Legend is I remember I look at the track list and I'm like, dude, like, it's weird how there's like no death metal, but there's still like a bunch of black metal. I always
Yeah.
thought that was a little bizarre.
Or I think Splatterhouse, the Xbox one, had a bunch of death metal on there or something.
Yeah, it was all like brutal death metal bands, right?
Let me see the soundtrack. Forget. I remember playing
Yeah, dude.
that.
And then like, the obvious stuff like Guitar Hero and such. But yeah, for the most part, I had no family, no friends really into metal, so I was kind of like just winging it, just figuring stuff out. And
The Metal Orphan.
I was a metal orphan. I was alone. I was like a bird without its like left wing. I couldn't fly properly. I was listening to like thrash in high school because that's what you do. Gotta have the thrash phase. But I pretty much got into like extreme metal chronologically. Like I was like, oh, let me just listen. First, the first extreme metal I listened to was Bathory. It's like, noble births pretty much. And then slowly but steadily you get into like Morbid Angel, Emperor, that kind of crap.
Yeah, and then you said before that you haven't checked out like classic albums and stuff. You go more for
Yeah.
like the excavating of more, I guess, underground shit.
No, it was
Hipster.
it's yeah, it was kind of weird because like I didn't really have anyone to go off of. I was just me. Like I would go to like, this is gonna sound really gay, but I'd go to like a subreddit where it was like dank metal memes, brah brah. I was like 15 or 16, so it's like who cares? And it'd be like, oh dude, here's Xenomorph, check this out. And I had never listened to like I don't know, Asphyx or something like that. Like just weird holes in my like metal discography that like I've been rectifying slowly but steadily over the past year.
Well, it's
And
cool
then
to get into the more fringe stuff like that, especially like out of order and stuff, because then you can kind of see where the genre goes and then where it's like more refined with like the classic albums, and you know have a different perspective that way.
Yeah, no,
You can see
definitely.
the
I mean,
influences better.
I probably heard like, I don't know, like I'm wearing an Infestor shirt. I'm gonna use like an example. I probably heard Infestor before I listened to Immolation. So like really weird jumps.
Zoomer Band.
Zoomer, but it is Crow's Nest. But yeah, and then like I guess there's that other problem. It's like, well, with the power of streaming, you get the entire world at your fingertips. So the problem I was experiencing was just diving through like a bazillion bands at once, but not really like,
Retaining that
meaningfully
information.
interacting with them. And that was something I kind of realized like 2 or 3 years ago, about the time I started watching like Radio Free Innsmouth, and then you guys. I was like, damn, I'm just like consuming product like a piggy.
Wink,
I'm
wink.
not like meaningfully interacting with like art.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Same-
how I felt with well, I would always talk with Dan like this about music between like practices and stuff, and it wasn't until then where I wasn't like going with the, or I guess appreciating the music as it was, rather than like as someone you would think just like banging their head to some shit or something without any like thoughts about it.
Yeah, no, it's like, I don't know. I'd say overall, I don't think I'm too like overly familiar with metal. Like, I guess in like this online sphere, I'd say I'm like, I'm like more nobler. Like, I don't know too much, but I enjoy what I enjoy. I talk to people in real life, and as far as extreme metal goes, I'll say, I've I've never met anyone who comes close to my age. It's like, damn, like all this person. Like one time, I was at like a house show. I was wearing a Morbid Angel demo shirt, just cause that was what I was wearing. This guy had a Sepultura shirt, and he come up to me, started talking. This guy hadn't even listened to like early Sepultura.
Hmm.
But he was like, oh, dude, what was it? Chaos AD? Such a great album. And I'm like, yeah, that's a cool one, but, I prefer, like, the earlier stuff. He's like, I've never listened to anything earlier than Morbid Visions. Or not Morbid Visions, Beneath the Remains. I'm horrible with names, so I forget stuff all the time. That's another one of my big problems.
Does it have schizophrenia?
I probably.
Not in the same way.
He listened to the Cavalera conspiracy version of it.
He did. He actually did. I'm pretty sure. I ran into him at a show recently, and yeah, like, I was asking what kind of bands, what kind of bands you've been listening to, man, and it's just like the Trend Chaser. Like, he's like, oh, I love Crypta or something like that. And I'm like, I'm sure they're fine, but they're probably no Galicia yawn emoji.
You're giving them the Metal Lord.
What was it called? Girl Tech?
Yeah, but Girl Tech? Oh, that's the good shit right there. Or it's like, I guess a good example is, like, he was with his friend, and he introduced me, I was just talking to him. And he was like, this guy's an expert on gore grind. Kraken, how beautiful. He was expert on gore grind, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've been listening to a lot of, like, Catasexual Urge Motivation, because the guy just died. And he goes, oh, I've never heard of them. And it's a guy who's described himself as like a gore grind expert, quote unquote. And it's like,
I know the bands I know.
Isn't that like cyber grind?
It's adjacent, dude. Or it's like, I don't know. It's weird because he knew the meat shits, but he didn't know Catasexual Urge Motivation. So who knows?
He probably did the same thing as you, and you listen to the A tier bands, like introduction, and you completely skip like the B tier and fall into the C tier bands, and you have a weird trajectory.
Yeah, you went all the way to the bottom of the iceberg.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like, it's bad when you're like looking up like a country you've never been to, like a specific city from there to find bands. It's like woof.
On
like,
Metal Archives.
It's like woof. Like, damn. But yeah, no, I'd say definitely just been trying to rectify, like, going from a know nothing to a know something, as they say on the show, this fine show.
Well, yeah, that's all you could do.
Yeah, definitely.
That's how you
some people
join
just
the...
some people just stop with what they know.
Yeah, no, like,
and it's nothing.
Just like Cataclysm, I'm pursuing the Temple of Knowledge, pretty much.
Yeah.
Climbing up those stairs towards Sylvain's face.
You know what? Another great example. That guy earlier, never listened to early Cataclysm, but loved later Cataclysm.
Oh, that's terrible.
I didn't even listen to later Cataclysm. I don't think I've listened to anything past the 90s.
Yeah, I've listened to that stuff, and it's like, oh, what's going on? I think even Jimmy was talking about seeing Cataclysm, like, I guess not really recent, but I guess within last 5 years, and he was expecting like the older stuff, but he was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, dude, you're not getting them
It's
to
like
play
groove
the
death
Awakener
metal
anytime soon.
Yeah, well,
unless they do like a anniversary tour. It's like, we're playing this album in its entirety. And even then, will it be great? I don't know.
I think they play like the Awakener off of Temple of Knowledge, and that's really it. The stuff from the Sylvain era.
It's so strange because like that band is like there's bands that have like distinct vocalists and stuff, but like his vocals made that music pretty much, because like as soon as he dropped, the whole music changed too. So I don't know if it was like other guitar members or what happened.
The music, I think he helped write the music too.
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff.
It's really a shame he didn't do anything besides those Cataclysm stuff. Like, it's like, damn, like, if only.
Well, he was a real he was a true head. He went insane.
He literally did.
Did he he broke up with his girlfriend and went insane?
Yeah.
That's a true self we ever seen one, I guess.
Yeah, that's a
But,
true metal guy.
Actually,
she did notice him, but
oh no, womp womp. But no, I guess, but yeah, going back like two things. Like even if they did play those songs, it wouldn't even be good, because I saw Cryptopsy play all of None So Vile like a few weeks ago, and it was just, it was cool to see him live, but like the magic's not there.
Yeah, no worm.
No worm. I mean, uh, let's say Flo's there, but like, who are the other Shlomos? It's Flo and the Shlomos is what I called them, really. Like that's what the band is. It's just the truth.
Yeah,
Flo and the Shlomos.
they play often. I think they tour at least like once a year or something, and
Yeah.
they always come around. I'm like, not too interested to see them.
I saw him just so it could be like I said I've seen Cryptopsy play Unsung. But it's
Yeah,
like I look back on, I'm like, if I would have known, I probably wouldn't have gone. Which is it really sad to say about Cryptopsy for me.
yeah. Like even if they just played anything from like the first 3 albums, with that same sort of I guess like performance wise, like even vocals, because both of the vocalists are gone. It's like just some other guys.
Yeah. Like he was all right, but all right's not good enough for none so vile. Uh, but yeah, and then going back, it's funny you mentioned what was it, Jimmy? Like that was actually another pretty important for like, when you're young and you know no one, just the niche internet micro celebrity, the holy niche internet micro celebrity. Mm. But Jimmy was pretty important for like me getting to like brutal death metal actually. Him and ironically enough Julian were channels I followed pretty regularly because Metal YouTube like years ago was a desolate wasteland. I'm sure as both of you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having this conversation. It's like this is probably like the best period for like metal stuff on YouTube, which is kind of a crazy thought.
Yeah, it's like I know Dan and Julian can talk on and on about all these obscure guys that it's like that they listen to. Like some of them are just locales or just like really like kind of more Bugman channels, like just showing their collections and stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
like they know all that stuff because I think Julian was the same way. He was primarily like he didn't have any like social media or anything, so he had YouTube as like his
Primary
guess
source of information.
yeah, exactly. So he was just like spend all his time there and eventually make his videos and stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was talking to Julian in the Discord a few days ago. It's like, yeah, like both of them are pretty helpful. Like I got pretty sure I got into defeated Sandy because of his videos, which was pretty cool. And then when I finally saw Defeated Sandy a few months ago, I met Jimmy at the show, which was for me like was like kind of like a full circle moment, kind of I guess.
He's like, you sound exactly like me.
I was like, like yeah, someone said that. I'm like, dude, there's no way I sound like Jimmy.
You
like,
do. Yeah, it's just your accent.
He lives like 20 minutes away, or 25 minutes away from you, or something like that.
Yeah, you got like the
maybe
zip.
it's just that.
You got the zip code fucking accent, bro.
I guess so. Like I didn't even know he like lived in the area until like a year ago or so.
Let's say Mortal Decay. Let's see.
Mortal Decay.
Mortal Decay.
Yep.
Ah, damn.
That's why I was earlier. I was like, yeah, you're Jimmy, bro.
Bro, I don't know. Like I'm just saying Mortal Decay like how everyone else says it. I don't know. I think you guys are going crazy on me.
Mm-mm.
We're on you, motherfucker.
But yeah, I guess with Julian, it was just as an outsider, like a parasocial like prole looking at. I was like, damn, like that's just weird that like he's just part of your bands now.
Oh
You're just
yeah,
in bands with him now.
felt the same way because I was watching him and then I found out he was doing like a screamo band and I used to be in one like in 2016 or so, and I was like, hey, I want to play more because I think we were kind of slowing down on like writing and stuff for Bunsen Burner, all those bands, and so I reached out to him for that because You Told My Pros initially had a drum machine and it was played a lot slower, and he would just program that stuff, and I asked if I could play drums because I found out he lived like 20 minutes away from me too, so I was able to get that started and branch off into all the other things that we're doing now, which is cool because he's a really dedicated guy. And what's really interesting about him and like his videos too was like he would also like do guitar covers of the stuff he would be like reviewing. Like you'd have like
Yeah.
these Discord covers and shit like that, and it's like to learn the songs like that, you're getting more, I guess, in-depth connection to like how the music's actually made, like on a compositional level, like to be able to remember the structures of things, like from the inside out. So like, it kind of just blows my mind with like guitar players like that can just like learn pretty much anything. Especially
I
how
really,
dense brutal death metal is.
I really respect that about Julian. He's out there creating his own music, but he's still like a massive fan of it, and he never stops listening.
It's got the metal
Kinda
soul,
stuff.
as they say.
Because like, if you read a lot of the interviews from like classic bands, at some point they'll stop like super actively checking out bands, and they'll only listen to the stuff they grew up with and focus on making music. But I think in order to like continuously making good material, like it's better to have like a new input of like listen to new bands.
Yeah, and also have that sort of in-depth understanding of it too, because I'm sure just by listening and having that ear, you're able to kind of pick apart things differently. Because what I gravitate to first from like a drummer's perspective is the drums, and I can kind of understand what's going on there. But you're just fucking speaking Greek to me with the guitar shit. I just know when I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm like the dog. Like I don't know any instruments, so like I hear cool shit, and I'm like, that's sick.
You're Fred.
Yeah, there you go.
Fred doesn't play.
Oh wait, no, Fred plays the spoons. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he plays the spoons. He has a Bathory interview. Got
Dude, the Bathory interview, dude.
more CDs than Amoeba.
Dude, you gave that away. You gave our secret away. That do the April Fool's bit with that.
Yeah, because Dan started lighting a fire underneath himself to send him the technology to fucking do this shit. So hopefully he gets that any day.
Yeah, no, but as far as the instrument stuff goes, like, I don't know. Listen to like you guys, Terminus. Like, it's definitely made me more interested than like in like actually learning instruments. Just as like, not even to, like play in like a band or anything. Just so, like I have like that perspective and knowledge. Really, I don't want to say it's like an insecurity, but it's like I feel like that perspective is definitely valuable because like I've started trying to learn an instrument recently. It's just, but I've already been able to tell. It's like, okay, I can already slowly start to tell things differently than I was even like a month ago.
What are you trying out? Guitar?
I'm just doing bass because my best friend is a bassist in a few bands, so it's like, I might as well. If the lessons all I have to pay for is a 6-pack of beer, that's better than going to some random guy I don't know.
Yeah.
And being charged 30 or 40.
Yeah, and it's
however
so
much.
cool. You're going for bass too, because a lot of or it's kind of hard to find people that are, pursuing that solely versus like guitar players just getting like demoted to bass or
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm always like kind of like a bass defender because I remember in high school I
No,
saw
I
a
love
video and
bass.
it was like Iron Maiden without the bass, and it was like horrible. It was just terrible.
yeah.
And it's just like,
Basically,
damn, like the
basses are
bass is
cool.
like, it's like, yeah, it's like the bottom of the pyramid, but that's like the foundation. That's the structure.
Well, that's what I listen to or that's what I listen to or look for when I listen to stuff. It's like I want to hear something unexpected, I guess structurally. I want to hear some like interesting creative drum parts, not like show offy stuff, because that's just stuff you practice and practice versus like being able to creatively come up with something, but then also is like bass and stuff, and hearing that
Like-
in bands is just like amazing for me.
Yeah, like you're just saying you're looking for more of the heart rather than like the skill.
Yeah.
Essentially. Like I feel pretty much the same way. Like I never, was it Necrophagist? Is that their name?
Yeah.
Never gotten it. I never.
Oh,
could
dude, they're
stand that.
fantastic, bro.
Really?
Yeah, they're like one of the best bands ever.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're missing
Uh,
out.
A really good like rhythm section can like.
I just never
I
got into
feel
them.
that. feel that like a really good rhythm section, like it can elevate like otherwise unremarkable bands to like a higher level.
Yeah, because there's like even not polyphony, but it's like on a rhythmic level where like the drums are doing something different, the bass is doing something different. Not
Yeah.
like lead work or anything, but just a different sort of rhythm and stuff, and it's like creates this sort of like rests in between the music that's really interesting too. Like I like a lot of that. I guess like silence in rhythms and stuff, and
The
but
push and pull.
yeah, but you know the end game of that is like chant or something.
Yeah, so, like kind of like a texture, more
But-
textured experience.
Yeah, but a lot of that is like syncopated anyway, so it's like not even
Oh,
what I
cracking.
was looking for. But yeah, Necrophagus, man, you gotta listen to at least the demo from
Yeah?
'95.
I don't know if you're like joking or not. Like,
No, dude, that's
oh.
like that's like one of my
Really?
yeah.
I always thought they were like a punchline. Damn.
no, they're fantastic.
This is the problem when like you never check things out on your own. Like you're so I remember the death metal guy talked about that. It's just like yeah, everyone you always hear about something from someone these days.
Mm-hmm.
Never have like a fresh perspective, and I guess that's kind of the problem I was in for a while. I would only listen to like recommendations or like something I heard a lot about. But you know what? Yeah, I guess I will have to check that out now.
Yeah, add that to the ever-growing list.
Dude, I have a Terminus like Discord Rex list, and it's like 4 pages long at this point. Alright, well not 4, but you get the deal.
Single space, both double-sided.
Oh yeah. That's actually 3 columns, not even 2.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah,
But,
Koq, how do you feel with Necrophagus?
Like I've checked out like Epitaph and the demos. Like I like the demos, the really like mechanical quality.
Yeah, those ones are
Yeah,
a lot more like raw compared to how polished the albums are. So
Like I there's like a time and a place for this like kind of like super techy stuff, and Necrophagus was like at the start basically. They've been around since like '92 or something,
yeah,
developing their sound. So like I can tell like there's factors that differentiate it from like other tech death bands. So I think they're a good band, but obviously like their influence is like has been like very like overshadowing
no, yeah,
in
well,
the death metal scene.
yeah, it's like the same guys who like the only the later death stuff, like, and then you get into like Obscura, Beyond Creation, and that's like a whole other breed of a person that just likes technical death
they
metal.
like like the progressive melodic stuff,
Yeah,
because it like
A nerd.
it connects
Pretty
to
much.
like gen bash and that kind of thing.
yeah, because there's that bridge. Like I know, like during my time in like high school, there was like equally or people who equally like deathcore and Necrophagus at the same time. So it was like there's like that bridge between those two worlds there, and I figured that most of them kind of just stayed in that realm of like the ones I mentioned earlier, the Beyond Creation and Origin, and that's where you get the fucking End of Days with Archspire, like, and then back then it was like Brain Drill and shit like that.
Yeah. Like
No, I mean-
it's interesting how like like the later progressive stuff like Death's later material, like that was big for me when I was initially getting into like extreme metal.
Yeah,
Because it connects to like thrash and heavy metal, you kind of get those like similar kicks because it's like very constantly melodic,
Yeah,
easy to
I would
understand.
I would say yeah, or like early death was because I was going like basically chronologically. It's like the first 2 extreme metal bands I was really into were Bathory and Death, just because it was so like similar to what I was already into.
yeah,
It's not like some of these like some of these crazy people are being like I was listening to like Must and the Decapitated when I was 12 and that was my first metal album. I'm like damn, like that's pretty cool, but yeah, my
Listen
first
to
was like Judas
Metallica,
Priest, dude.
Yeah, well, a lot of those people have like a very narrow view of what they like. Like when when I see a lot of like younger people into brutal death metal, that seems to be like the only thing they like, and where they'll branch out is like maybe some death metal, but
Yeah, when I saw Terminus Darling, the Keel, and Anal Stab Wound a few months ago, like I was talking to the guys, and rather bizarre because I was older than all of them. Like one of them turned 20 the night of the show. Um, so that was like kind of like a weird thing for me. But yeah, I was talking about like random stuff, and the Keel was like, yeah, and they listen to like brutal death metal and like jazz. And then like one of the other guys was like, I like some black metal like Infernal War.
Mm.
I was like, for a brutal death metal guy, that makes sense to me.
yeah, they're extreme. But on
Or
like
they get,
that other side of the coin of like technical death metal, like there's like fantastic bands too, like Neuraxis, Anata, Crimson Massacre, Crystal Age, Liars in Wait,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like that isn't so. I feel like there's way more soul in that than what the more, I guess, play this one run down the guitar neck like 100 times to get it like perfect and stuff like that. Like there's just like this more raw edge to it that I particularly like, because again it feels more creative than doing like a guitar exercise or something.
It's not like pinball machine core.
Yeah.
or it's like
Like
playing
I
just Guitar
was
Hero.
I was listening to like some of the early Arsis stuff for
Mhm.
the first time like yesterday, and I like it. It's like fresh because I've kind of like avoided that kind of era of metal because I was more interested in old school stuff. But like I can see like this is interesting and it's heavy, but you in Arceus you'll also get like those like the same kind of sweeps that are used as riffs, and it just kind of gets a little ear fatiguing after a while.
Yeah, like I rather hear like a shit solo, like a blasphemy one, like in
It's like
place.
just like give me like an out of place like blues solo. I
Yeah.
think that would.
It has more heart
Yeah.
instead of being like a sterile like precision thing.
Yeah,
Like
sort
I
of. Like that. They'll try to like use sweeps as like these like kind of exercisey like scales as riffs.
yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of you know, because there's ways to make like sweeping dynamic, but like most of the time you're just going like up and down really fast. When you're getting that for like 40 minutes at a time,
Yeah,
a
and
little boring.
yeah, I think the same thing, and if I know that's like considered more like musical and stuff to be going like performing scales and stuff like that, but it's like at the same time doesn't feel like I don't know, like good music. That's just more about the like creative like outlet there, because like
Yeah,
I think
well,
we've talked about it like a million times, like with people that tried out for to jam with us, like they're able to like shred and sweep. They got these like Yingvies and Steve Vai what's it called, shrines in their closets or something, but they can't play
yeah.
a riff for the for the life of them.
And Ingve and Vi can actually play riffs, though.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
like,
thing.
yeah.
So it's like they only took one thing.
They took like the really flashy cool stuff. Like I'm a big defender of like shred. Like I like shred. I think shred is inherently cool, but
Yeah,
kind
because
of
you're
the
a visual
point.
K guy.
not even that. But I just playing really fast is it's extreme and cool. If you don't like shredding, you don't like extreme guitar music.
Yeah.
Right, baby. If you don't like Yngwie Malmsteen, you can never actually claim to love Last Days of Humanity or Forest or Pinnacle. It's
That's
simple as that.
That's a truth nuke. That's the truth, Nick. Like, damn. You don't have the metal blood.
Right, baby. But, you know, like, I think there's a time and a place, like, obviously in our spheres, there's kind of like an anti-technique for technique's sake, but I think that can be very helpful to an extent because, like, in order to express your ideas, you're gonna have to get better at your instrument at some point. You know, you can't just look like being sliding around power chords all the time.
Yeah, you can only be. There's only so many notes above the 5th fret.
Yeah. Like Celtic Frost did all that in like the 80s, dude.
Yeah. And then they already have a plethora of other worship projects behind them too.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you guys want to take a break and we'll get into the album then?
Think.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
you guys got some
Sorry.
more?
I'm not sure. I'm
I don't
sure
know.
I'll think of something like once we're back, but that's.
And I have some
course.
pickups if you want.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, dude, pickups.
do it in honor of Fred.
In
Oh,
honor
the
of
Metal
Fred,
Lord,
so
peace be upon him.
been listening to a lot of Disillusion recently. They're like a German progressive metal band, like metal death in it. So it's very outside of like our typical sphere, but Back to the Times of Splendor. That's actually a really fucking great album. I really love it. And one, and I got a compilation from Wolf. There's a band called Wolf from Japan. He doesn't have the OB, but
No,
Well, it's not real
Yeah.
then.
they like fucking 70
I don't
bucks
want
for
it if it doesn't have the.
Yeah, you're right by the Obi factory too. You can just like walk down and get that.
Go ask if they could custom make you one real quick.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna make it out of origami.
yeah. There you go.
If you want some fucking dank heavy metal, check out Wolf. Like, amazing stuff. Especially the vocalist. He has like such a great tone.
You've been telling me for a while. I really need to check that out after I finish Saber Bells.
Saber Bells. Yeah, check out Saber Bells too. Good band.
Good
I
band,
think
actually.
that's mostly it. Other than that, I have like a Dragon from Poland, Fallen Angel,
Yeah.
some main, and yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff I've been buying up. Let's keep it at that.
And is that stuff that you get from like overseas, or is that?
Domestically,
Oh, cool.
local. A lot of it, you know, I can't be like spending like
Yeah.
$60 for like 2 or 3 CDs every time.
And it's just
Call-
like
calling me
online, or is it? Are you
Yeah,
going to like
online.
shops? Like, is there any shops over there that carry shit like that?
There is shops, but I don't go outside.
Damn.
But yeah, so I just like
Well,
use auction sites.
The shop is inside, right?
Shop is inside. It's in the soul.
Yeah, it's inside. My one pickup was what was it called? The first Lust album. I was able to snag that. Hasn't been listed anywhere in such a long time. Annihilation and Resurrection.
It's
Have you guys heard that one?
I have. It's been a while.
I haven't because I'm a poser.
Pretty great.
Too busy listening to fucking prog metal from the 2000s.
This is
Finally, one thing I've heard that he hasn't. Let's go.
this will blow all that prog out your butt. That and the second album.
I think the shotgun he's holding might be blowing out his brains as
Mhm.
well. Who knows? Who knows?
I'm sniffing on my own farts that are blowing out of my ass. High-minded and prog I am. If you are punk, do not entry.
Burned and died it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And like speaking of Lust, we already mentioned it, but the Sacramentary album, was able to get that. I'm a big spender recently. I've just been buying a bunch of stuff because yeah, I finished up school, so now it's like I'm gonna treat myself right and just buy metal because that's what you gotta do. But
That's what you
yeah,
got. It's
that's what you
life's
gotta do.
purpose.
I got pretty much all the Intestine Balism albums on CD because I already had the first two on record, but I wanted them on CD as well, because of course. What else?
Still
I got
don't have anatomy. I'm still
oh,
mad
like
about
at
that.
all?
Nope.
Just camp overnight before the show, and hopefully you can be first in line at the merch table if they even have
Oh
any.
my, I'm
No
actually
Osaka,
like
baby.
that Osaka Fest. Like that's like, oof. That's like, oh,
Be there.
maulding looking at that.
Yeah, why does Koq get all the good shows?
Yeah, he's
No,
going
just
to
kidding.
see. Nah, dude, like, what was it?
I
They're
get
gonna have
all
White
the
House
good
performing.
shows I don't even go to.
White House performing. It's gonna be like guest starring Peter Sotos, and then like death metal guys, like heads gonna explode.
No more Terminus.
The Terminus is canceled.
He's just gonna be jacking off in the pit.
Yeah. But what else did I get? I actually did something I never really do, and I bought new releases.
Oh no.
Yeah, oh no. All from actually one of these you're gonna like, Paul, because one of them was a reissue. It's the Hate Wave demos
Oh, okay.
or Hate Wave discography.
You ended up getting that? Nice.
I did. I got a little sticker too, so I'm looking to put that somewhere nice.
Yeah, that's
But,
such a great compilation.
And then I got like a little package from Headsplit Records. Just got the Boxside Sniper Squadron album. That like this Grind Crowd Fake Dust, which I did not notice is apparently blowing up.
Oh yeah, I checked that out the other day. That's really good actually.
Yeah, like I saw it on my YouTube like 2 days after it came out, and I messaged Cock and I'm like, wow, this is like good grindcore in current year. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
No, it's like really good. It's like it has like the textural quality of like some of the new standard elite stuff. It's like resolutely death grind.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought it was going to be like brutal death metal or something, but refreshing to hear some good grind, because I love that shit too.
Yeah, I guess most astutely it reminded me of like Asuk and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Because it's definitely more death. It's definitely on the death metal spectrum of grindcore, which is nice. And what I can't remember this new basically Infestor Light was it
Mark Growl or something like that.
Negroved or something like that.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too.
Yeah, like that one's like I see people
Robbed.
saying yeah, it's kind of like Infestor. Like it's similar to Infestor, yeah, but I feel like there is enough unique going on that it's not like a clone explicitly.
Not really.
So
they are
I quite
heavily influenced. You know, they're
for new death metal. Like, I've also seen like that's been blown up as well.
Yeah.
For, like an old school death metal band, or like traditional style death metal, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one. I guess. Yeah, both of them rightly blown up.
Yeah, I know. Rate Your Music's like a joke of a website nowadays, but they're both in like the top 10 for the year, like on the overall charts, which is like kind of nuts to me.
Yeah, from the stuff that I rarely check out new stuff, but when I do, and it's good, I'll stick with it. So like those are two albums that I have to listen to some more, but they're definitely great on like the first listens.
Yeah, no, I've been pretty bad the past few years with like keeping up with new releases, but this year for me, there's been quite a few of new good stuff, so that's been exciting.
Yeah, stuff that's like actually interesting to check out.
Yeah, like unique, like it's trying to do something different. Like there was another thing. It's digital only at the moment. It's like Decarnate, and it's like a subdued brutal, like it's relaxing brutal death metal with like dungeon synth keyboards. Is how I describe it. It's like it was a Jimmy wreck, and I checked it out. And I'm like, damn, this is like the best thing Jimmy showed off in months. Besides Natalie Portman nip slip, of course. gotta worship.
All right, well, let's go on a break, and then we'll be back.
Oink oink.
This is what do you call it? The Bunsen burner.
All right, we are back. I just got done shilling Donna Dreams to the piggies, and they ate it up.
Oink oink.
Yeah, I think that's as close as you can get to paroxysm there. Without all the fin weird stuff, just just mean, aggressive, melodic death metal. Because we were talking before the recording about bands kind of defaulting in Melodeath to have like the higher register vocals. You'll even hear it in the pick tonight, versus bands that go into a more death metal register, because Koq had a great point. It's kind of more like instantly a contrast between how like sugary and high the guitars are already.
Yeah, it adds a sort of like inherent contrast to the music because, you know, vocals are very brutal, but you have this melodic music going on, and if you manage to like interlock them, you know, that's already like a nice contrast you're going.
Yeah, that's what
in the music.
That's what I typically like, and in bands with vocals anyway, where they're doing something a little bit more contrastive with the lyrics. Although I can get along with, or I do get along with a lot of slams, which is syncopated, and both in the lower register. But I think with melodic death metal, that's like such a rare find. Because you got to keep up with like how fast the shit's going anyway.
You're sort of singing over the music. You can't get really like rhythmic. You do in like more percussive forms of death metal.
Yeah, we were saying you end up sounding like Glenn Ben or Archspire or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's two ends of the spectrum.
But
Revocate agitator.
do you guys have any final things you want to get into before we talk about the album?
Well, I guess maybe we could say this. Koq and I are gonna be doing our own silly little web show. The piggies are taking over.
Right, baby.
We're gonna be taking over. We're gonna be the pig pen in honor of Bunsen Burner, as like a little joke.
Yeah, it's gonna be a spin-off show. Just another thing that YouTube needed. Another fucking metal podcast.
Yes, we're diluting it, so we distract you from watching the good people, such as Terminus or Bunsen Burner or RFI.
Watch us instead.
It could be worse. You could be watching like, I don't know, punk rock NBA or something. I don't know.
He's gone though. That's right.
Is he?
Punk rock NBA has disappeared off.
Yeah,
oh my god! I'm not Oh my god! What
came.
happened?
Yeah,
That's
he
why
came
you should
down.
watch us instead.
Yeah, he came down the throne, made space for you guys.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
We're like Manowar. We picked up the crown.
Yeah. Just don't go on Wikipedia, and you should be good.
Yeah. We go on real websites like Metal Archives.
Yeah, the correct encyclopedias.
Encyclopedias.
Our first episode, we're gonna be living up to the Zoomer pig name, and we're gonna be talking about the intestine balism demo.
Yeah.
Yes. The Metal
Hopefully
Death
that-
fans, all the people who don't like Metal Death even though
like,
they shouldn't be allowed to like intestine balism if they hate In Flames.
That's a truth nuke. That is a huge truth nuke.
Yeah.
Lunar Strain is not quality slop, damn it.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys already hear my or heard enough of my gripes with intestine balism too. Just so back and forth with the switches that they do. I think like Vehemence does a bit more of a, I guess, digested sound of that, where they're able to kind of blend the two so well that you can't differentiate the parts that they're playing, and even creating like new stuff along the way that catches on with the like metalcore bands later.
Well, I have a thing or two to say about that, but you're gonna have to watch the Pigpen episode for it.
I also.
There you go.
On over.
It's gonna be great. Coming soon to a YouTube inbox near you.
Yeah, you can't always agree with the Bun Bun Boys.
The pigs gotta have their time to
at
shine,
a
damn
local
it.
7-Eleven.
You go to your local Sony plant and get a CD copy of us talking.
It's next near the Learn Spanish in Your Car CDs.
Have you guys heard of that band Autumn Leaves from Denmark?
I believe so.
Yes, I love them. I've sent them to you, Charles. You should check them
Yeah,
out.
we talked about it.
Embraced by the Absolute, and
Yep,
the second
that
album
one.
too, As the Night Conquers Day.
Yes, I was gonna listen to that.
I think I
At some
dare
point-
I think I dare say I
You're
like
right.
that better than intestinalism.
It's on the equal level for me. Embraced by the Absolutes, like a fucking. That's an amazing album.
Yeah, again, it's one of those bands with the deeper register vocals that's melodic as well. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, one of those gems you find. Decibellism falls into that too, but, they go into more familiar territory with that register too. So,
Oh, we're cracking real quick. Cracking.
There you go.
uh,
Yeah, but like Autumn Leaves is like if anyone hasn't checked them out, I definitely recommend. If you're like, I think were they from Denmark?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of
from-
connections with bands from there too.
So like, the death metal sound right there is like kind of very bolt thrower-ish, or maybe kind of more in that lineage, like very heavy, also kind of melodic, and you kind of get the best of that combined with more like Scandinavian melodic influences.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe a Pigpen episode in the near future.
But dude, I'm just gonna fucking buy that CD online right now.
I know, I'm so jealous that Fred has it. I want both because I like the second album as well. Have you heard that one? As Night Conquers Day.
Yeah, that one's really fucking that one veers closer to more like traditional metal death, but it's still pretty fucking heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also really catchy.
Yeah, it's like they progress and like evolve with the rest of the sound there too. But it's not like at the gates core at all. And I think there's like
No.
a very small niche of bands that do that as well, that are, not just aping, at the gates. So
Gothenburg.
yeah,
No, it's like more like mid-paced and like lurching and heavy. There's lots of groove in it.
yeah, and it's like they actually keep the death metal in it. Like they have straight up death metal riffs in there. It's not all sugary the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
Charles, you gotta check that out.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need to
no,
check that out.
there's been as we said, very big list of stuff to check out, and that's already on there.
Yeah, just put that
Okay,
at the
put
top.
it on the top of you.
Yeah,
Put at the top. Put at the top. Oh my goodness,
Dude,
there's so many things
gotta-
already at the top.
You gotta hear
gotta-
Universal Flood and you gotta hear
I got-
Serpent, those two songs.
I gotta hear the rest of the Koq and Ball Torture discography first, man.
There you go.
true.
But I think it's enough of time of plugging in a show that doesn't even exist yet. And I
Well,
think it's
this is-
time we get to.
This is the soft launch. This is the pilot.
This is the backdoor pilot. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, we'll
So-
get you in, and we'll get you in our second episode. The way
Yeah.
it's looking.
Yeah, if you guys like what you hear from here, check them out.
Check us out.
'Cause
Yeah, if you
Smart.
don't like it, go fuck yourself.
All right, well, we're gonna get into the band Castrum with their second album, Mysterious Yet Unwearied. The only other stuff I heard from them was the compilation of all their demos, the first album, Hate Nurture. Haven't checked out the third album, and our good buddy Nocturne gave it a bad
Glowing
review.
Glowing review at 51%.
Yeah, I've yet to read what he said about that. But have you guys read that?
He said it was like dub book. It was death metal dub book, but boring. He said everything was competent, but nothing really outstanding, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I mean, by your third album, I can't imagine what you'd be doing in this style that you haven't already done.
I guess they burnt themselves out on this release.
Yeah, because if you heard the demos and Hate Nurture and this album, like there's actual progression of like their sound there. Like they've been together and like had these songs at least on Hate Nurture since like '94, and they already had this this sound going for them. But recorded a little bit more properly once the full lengths came out. And this is a band I heard when I was lucky enough to talk with Alex from Blood Bucket Productions, the Canadian label. They also put out Throbble Wolfel, which was on the Porno Grind episode, and he has his fantastic band Horde of Worms. It's like, the best way I can describe it is like black metal putrepile, and what we were talking about with the contrasts of like melodeath and having deep vocals, like Horde of Worms does that, but they have a the other side as well. So when it's like really like heavy, he'll do like the higher register scream vocals too. So it's like both sides of the coin. If you guys haven't checked that band out.
No.
No, Horde of
It's-
Worms, the description you gave, black metal putrepile, was very
Definitely raised
accurate.
my eyebrows. Definitely
Oh,
interesting.
yeah, because he was like, we have like a really early episode with him on there. It was funny, I was actually, with that episode, I had to call him on the phone and like have it on speaker in my headset, and then like picking up on the mic what he was saying, because we were just having trouble with
Jesus.
his laptop, like picking up his mic. But
True underground setup right there.
yeah, it was like the phone call with the tape recorder or something. But yeah, Horde of Worms. I mean, the first album is what I heard, and that's like such a great entry point. He had been influenced by Mortician, so that's why he was using this electronic kit, and all the way from Wormageddon, the EP, Dreams and Dying Eyes, Uncreation is like crazy fucking over the top stuff, and then Unearthly Desolations, a great EP, and then the comp with all their stuff. I was lucky enough, or the comp only had I think they were gonna do another album after Uncreation, and then these were just tracks that were they were able to find after recording, which includes like a Sepultura cover and like a rehearsal. So that's great. I was lucky enough to pick up a lot of that stuff from Alex there, and he was mentioning, or he threw in like a couple Castrum CDs too, and I got a sticker for my guitar case for them as well. Like, that's how I heard about this band, and apparently he was like running Blood Bucket Productions for like the Eastern European like distro of it, so he was able to get a lot of that stuff spread over there, as well as Alex doing it with North America. So that's a really cool connection, and yeah, I recommend check out all the stuff on Blood Bucket. There's even a gore grind band that Alex is in, Scab Lord, that's like fantastic. He does Visions of the Night, some like Black Death stuff, and Cunt Worm, some more industrial black metal, and I forget what his like grime band is called. Oh, Anti-Human Cult Cut. They're really great too. And then he also has that band Time of Death, I believe we uploaded a couple years ago. So yeah,
Lots of like weird like one-man project stuff on there. Seems
well,
really
that's
cool.
Busy
like
man.
it's like all him, and then there's like a couple guys. I think Time of Death is someone else,
Yeah,
and
that guy has like a fuckload of material.
yeah. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out that label, and highly recommend Horde of Worms. Like, that's one of my favorite bands too. Need to boot a shirt of that or something, or bug Alex, see if he has one.
It's on the list now.
Yeah.
Definitely looks cool.
But yeah, that's how I found out about Castrum, and when I heard them, they sounded like such a just fierce melodeath project, and it's funny because a lot of like melodeath to me, like guitar wise, it can either be considered black or death metal with like the sort of leads that they're using. But Castrum, from my perspective, it sounds just straight death metal. Like there isn't really any black metal leanings guitar wise in there, and it's just played at such a fast speed, and they have such amazing like lead and solo sections with their guitars that just like come in like like beautifully, honestly. And they have a sort of like hint of like folk in their melodies and stuff, and you can hear that in some of their um, like synth tracks. It sounds very medieval, and apparently that's what they uh, called themselves since like '94, medieval death metal. And the only related artist on here, which I sort of heard on Hate Nurture, is Argus Lent. So there is some sort of connection there with, I guess, the huge fan base that Argusland has to this band here. But other than that, I don't really hear even them bring up this band at all. But have you guys heard this before? Have you guys heard anyone talk about it? Like, I've only known like Fred that I could talk to about this, and
Miraculously,
Death Metal guy actually.
miraculously, this is a band I've known before. I bought the first album, Hate Nurture, at a record store, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago, just on a whim, because I thought the cover looked cool. And unfortunately, I kind of forgot about it up until you were talking and you mentioned them, and I was like, oh my god, I have that. That's like insane. So I rechecked out the first album, thought it was pretty good, pretty solid, but I think I definitely like this album a lot more. I think there's a lot more interesting things going on than in the first one.
Yeah, the first one's like a lot more, in a good way, amateurish.
Standard.
It's like
Maybe.
very like more raw. Like it is. I wouldn't say generic, because it has like a lot of like what I was getting at with the. It's not leaning so into black metal because it has such a crutch on. Koq is gonna be surprised to hear this thrash riffing that I like.
There was
that they're doing
a lot
on there.
of thrash in this album.
Are you really Paul, the gay thrash hater, poser Paul?
Well, like I said, I like when bands use thrash and do it in a dynamic way where not all you're getting is thrash riffs, other than Terror Squad.
Yeah, Terror Squad and Fueled by Fire. The bands you like.
Yeah. But yeah, that's is surprising to me, because I think melodic death metal was kind of more in tune with like heavy metal and power metal than not really thrash, and I think that's what gives it this aggressive edge to this record. But of course, you can hear that across other bands with like the drum beats that they use and stuff.
Yeah.
And side note, Koq showed us his tard meal, and then Dan said, "That's a fucking deranged Frico meal."
It is a pretty deranged Frico meal, I will say.
I'm honored to have that title.
It's homemade poutine fries.
Nice sludge.
It's totally not fries with like diarrhea on top of it, I assure you.
But anyway, kept interrupting you. Sorry.
Sorry, so yeah, I came in contact with this band, so there's a period of time I was really into discovering new material by like obscure bands. I was really interested in like demo or like tape releases of like albums from like Eastern Europe and death metal that kind of thing. And one day I was entering keywords into the advanced search of metal archives, like ridiculous genre combinations I could think of. And one of them was melodic technical death metal. And I set the time period from like onset to like 99 for formation. So that's when I discovered this band and another band that's been brought up on this show, Siege to Mind from Russia.
Oh yeah, they're great too, but a little bit more
Yeah.
progressive leaning.
A little bit more progressive, so I was aware of these guys for a while, but I didn't really listen to them until recently. And I initially like perceived them more in the vein of like, you know, Siege to Mind. That's kind of death metal in the death and atheist kind of lineage.
Yeah,
There's a lot
definitely.
of thrash. Yeah, but with like a more like a melodic consonant bent to them. And there's like a few bands from Russia that kind of fall into that category. Siege Mind is one. Another one is a Succubus.
Yeah, I
They
think
have
I
an
heard that
album
before.
called Destiny. And another one is Odeon. I'm sure like no one has heard of, but
No.
yeah. All these bands kind of have like that death atheist thing going, but so you know, because how close to like geographically, you know, this band is to like the Russian bands. Like I thought it was like in that similar sort of lineage, but this doesn't have the, you know, progressive aspect those bands have.
Yeah, it's all thrash.
It's more thrash. It's more aggressive just in general. Very
Yeah.
fast paced.
Like they'll have some
And,
sections of like clean guitar. I think only like one really outstanding one, and then I guess the only other sort of progressive thing that they have about them is like their instrumental track, unrestrained
instrumental
power.
interludes.
Yeah, so like that's as
That
close
kind
as
of
it gets.
reminded me of the Succubus album because that one has like synth interludes in it. But
Yeah.
I was reading an interview. This was posted on. This is an interview apparently from a fanzine called Sadistic Witch Fuck. Posted in English on a blog called Archangel's Lantern, which the former vocalist for Castrum owns.
Mm-hmm.
And they refer to themselves as like a Transcarpathian death metal. A Transcarpathian death metal horde. So they're more in like contact with like bands from like the Czechoslovakian scene or like stuff from like Hungary. So my initial assumption was kind of wrong. I still feel like they sort of fit into lineage, those Russian bands, but this one's obviously like more aggressive and thrash oriented.
Yeah, the Russian stuff. It's like when they get technical, it's like inherently progressive somehow.
Yeah. There's lots of like,
Like Harmonious
mu-
Bosch. Have you ever heard that? Like that's
yeah.
very technical and like more exercise
They're-
type of way.
You know, they're more musician-y.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I came into contact with this band, and Paul contacted me to do this episode, so I gave them a real proper listen, and here we are.
And it's funny too, with kind of lumping them in with like the Russian bands that have that death, like the later era death in their like DNA and stuff. Whereas like in a interview that I read, he was the interviewer asked if death and was like a huge influence for them. He's like, I don't think so. Well, we always try to be original as possible.
As they can.
Yeah.
I read that interview too. But actually, if you go onto Discogs, it says this album's dedicated to the memory of Chuck Schuldiner.
I did see that. That was a little fun. AIDS is no joke, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like the influences for these guys, like on the interview I read, he like mentions a lot of like formative bands you would expect for like a death metal guy.
Yeah, because it's so
Distri-
early that he's coming out with this stuff too. Like he was saying, a lot of stuff was written in '94
or
for like the
uh,
2000 album.
he said the impetus for starting his band was like hearing Swedish, the big Swedish band, so like Entombed, Dismembered, Graved, Unleashed. But before that, he was listening to like Destruction, Creator, Sodom, Testament, Slayer,
Yeah.
Exodus, Sadus, Death Obituary, Decide, Morbid Angel, those kinds of bands.
Yeah, such huge guitar-oriented bands, like, and
Yeah.
you can hear that in their two albums and their demos, that they're such a huge guitar band. Like you can hear
Yeah.
that the leads, the riffs too. It's not like they're just doing power metal, palm mute riffs behind their stuff. It's actually very rhythmic and a lot of technique behind there. He does like these palm muted sections, goes into leads, into thrashy rhythms. It's kind of like all over the place. The only thing he doesn't lean into too much is like black metal guitar chords and stuff.
Yeah, it's more resolutely death metal, but I do think like a lot of, I think Dissection's an important band for this. Like Dissection has like
Yeah.
those really
Both.
thrashy moments in their riffs. So, you kind of take that, but kind of remove the more like black metal chording or folky chording you would find in like Dissection. Replace
Yeah.
it with like pure aggression.
Yeah, because they're like probably the band you think of when it's like Black Death in like the more melodic way, where it
Yeah.
can either be, depending on the day and the listen, it's like, oh, this is black metal, oh, this is death metal. you know?
Yeah.
But like here, I feel like it's more just straight death metal, and I think it's because of that thrash that you mentioned with like just with the Dissection too, that kind of makes it more death metal leaning.
Yeah. They
But-
really leaned into those aspects. Like, it is like an intensely thrash kind of technique in the guitars.
Yeah, and I think what someone or a lot of people were getting at with having Argusland as like a similar artist is like, I guess that thrash sort of root in this, but
It's certain, yeah, I don't really agree with the similar artists on the Metal Archives
No,
page.
no.
Like,
I think
Ar-
there's. Oh, please.
there is moments.
There's
like,
moments, but like I don't think it's. No, I don't think.
like,
Yeah.
you
that
can
great of a comparison.
compare this to like the first Galloping and like
Yeah.
some of the demo material, but
I
like,
would say like it's moments, not songs, that really remind me of
Yeah.
Argusland. Like
Well,
it'll be
the-
like a 5-second section. at
Argusland
most.
is like capital H heavy metal.
yeah, that's what
They're
my
gonna have that
distinction
feeling.
was gonna be. It's like they're more grounded in like heavy metal than thrash. It's like heavy death metal infused, where like this is thrash and melodic death metal.
This is like more like resolutely extreme metal leaning.
Yeah, exactly.
I would actually slightly disagree personally. I think there was like a strong, or not even strong, but like there was a noticeable power metal aspect to some of this material, especially
yeah.
with a lot of like the riffs and some of the songs we're gonna be listening to.
I,
Alright,
I
well,
can see that.
Well,
I think it's both. I think it's both thrash and power metal. It's
Well-
like a blending of them.
okay.
Obviously more thrash than power, but still.
We'll edit that out anyway.
Of course. Glory to
but-
Dan and the Bunsen burner.
But I'm gonna reference this interview again, but I think that might be his thing because he talks about how like tight knit the scene was in his like the part of Eastern Ukraine
Yeah,
these guys were in, but yeah, he talks about like there wasn't much like genre divide between subgenres and like metal fans, and he would hang out with like glam rock guys and like normal heavy metal guys and go to their shows and stuff. So that might be a thing that be bleeding in, or it might just be like coincidental crossover.
It seems like a very diverse palette went into this album.
Yeah, like the main guy for Castrum, Cornelius, like
Great
he
name.
strikes me as that good name. he strikes me as a guy that he just really likes metal, like even with the bands he lists, you know, he's just a guy who's really into like death metal and extreme metal. He's like played in gore grind bands too. He had a little black metal side project with the Castrum guys also back in the day, so he strikes me as like a generalist extreme metal guitar guy,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, it feels like this is like his baby though, Castrum.
Yeah, this is his like main project.
Yeah, the flagship.
Yeah. Well, do you guys have anything else you want to say, or should we get into some of the music?
Let's get into some tracks, dude.
Let's get into this.
All right. Well, we sort of had a consensus on what we wanted to play. So first up, we're gonna go with the Grayly titled "Suffocating Thugs," and we'll be right back.
Back!
All right, we are back. What do you guys think of that track?
What a track! Like it's great.
I think
Yeah.
it's the best song on the album.
Yeah, it
Easily.
goes everywhere.
When I first listened to the album, that was an immediate like even as I was listening, I'm like, wow, this is something. Like that song is 7 minutes long, and it feels breezy. Like it never feels like it's wasting your time.
Yeah, like every time you expect a change, there is one, and it's not like something, kind of kitchen sinky. It's all evolving. Like just in that first riff, it's just so thrashy by itself. You get the lead coming in the next 4 repetitions, and then on the 9 through 12 repetitions afterward, you get the double bass playing over there, and then after that, it goes right into the next part, and it all just flows so seamlessly. Like even in the latter half of the track where it goes into the mandolin section, like it's just such a well placed part in the song. It doesn't feel at all forced. It's just really well done.
No, I wrote down that in spite of all of these changes, like if it was handled any worse, it would feel sloppy. But it's so focused in spite of like the frenetic like energy, especially with like as you were saying, like the various changes, whether it be the riffs, the drumming. Yeah, it's
Being predictable always isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
this is it's great.
Yeah, and I think the whole root of this, where they're able to branch off into a bunch of different sections, is like the thrash riffing, because it underneath all the melodic leads and stuff, you could just hear the fucking right hand going crazy on the guitar, with all the rhythms and shit. So I just think that's such a like foundational point in this record. And
Yeah,
it,
I mean like, oh, sorry.
oh, I was gonna say,
go
and it
ahead.
doesn't come off like, of course it is thrash, but it doesn't come off like a thrash record. It comes off as melodic death metal.
Yeah, no, it feels like there's constant momentum with that, and it feels focused in spite of all these disparate elements that, had it been a lesser band, it would have come across as sloppy.
Yeah,
I think me and Charles were talking about this before we hopped in the call, but the drumming really carries a lot of these songs. Like a typical metal death band, you would get a tuka tuka thrash beats, or that kind of thing. But it's you get these blastings or like constant more rhythmic shifts, like you would get in a early Morbid Angel song, like Altars or Blessed. Like a lot of the riffs on those are like pretty thrashy when you take a close examination of early Morbid Angel records, but Pete's drumming really helps add another rhythmic dimension to it, and I think a similar thing's sort of happening here.
yeah, definitely with the like alternate blast that he uses a lot. It's like at such a high speed
Yeah,
that
the fills are really fast too.
yeah, and then right at the end with like the 16 notes on the hi hats, and not even for a full beat, just like one repetition of a riff. It's just like sort of linear in that way.
Yeah.
And we're also talking about the vocal performance on there. Like he's doing like these heavy metal like shrieks and yelps, but it doesn't sound at all like weak. It's very like it seems not in like a way that he was like rushed and like had to get these vocal tracks out. It felt very like not theatrical either. Like he wasn't. It doesn't seem like fake at all. It's like so like real and almost like I forget what band it is. They would like get it like the like Torture Doom shit, where you get into like the self harm and like the actual like
Worm Phlegm.
Well, yeah, I was thinking of I think it's Abruptum, where they put him inside the couch and he's like doing vocals in there because he's like claustrophobic or something.
No, that explains a lot.
Yeah, so it's like a true, not, it's like not in fear, it's just like such a true performance. It feels so real.
The word I kept coming to in my mind was desperate. Like, it doesn't feel like he's trying to be rushed. It feels like there's like an emotional like edge to it that
Yeah.
like he's really trying to channel like this feeling of like exhilaration or even like adrenaline and like you look at the cover, you think of like a fantasy like dungeon crawler or something like that, like maybe like the midst of battle, or as cliche as that sounds for a metal band.
Yeah, and I think the variety of vocals on here too works really well. It's not like such a the worst case of that is like metalcore where it's harsh to clean singing or something. It's like going not distinctly each part. It seems like he had one take and he kind of just let his vocals do what the words are calling for.
I loved how he would dance around from the high shrieks to like the spoken word tracks. I think they were really well done and added pretty heavily to like this atmosphere
Yeah, the spoken word was great.
of like sort of like a regal feeling almost.
Yeah, I think
which is maybe where the Argus Knight comparisons comes from.
Well, I think that's where their like medieval identity is founded.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with the vocals, he also goes into like a more death metal oriented, higher register growl. It's not like so guttural that you'd expect from like other death metal bands. It's still up there, very throaty, but it works really well, and you can like feel the emotion behind it, especially in like those yelps and stuff he was doing too. Phenomenal track. Like it was just like endless riffs.
Especially that ending part with the lead guitar, the tremolo lead guitar coming in.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really like that.
Yeah,
that really reminded me of a band from the U.S. called Estuary or Calamity.
Oh, yeah.
There's a track called The Spiritual Beheading on their Soulful Length. And that kind of has like a similar kind of lead guitar, fast tremolo lead guitar coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I think if there was like similar bands to that, Castrum, I might think that would be a candidate, but Estuary is more folky. This is like, we've been saying this, but this is more like aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Estuary of Calamity, it's more folky and almost like gothic in a way too.
Yeah, there's a lot of more like keyboard focused within like the heavier songs. Castrum, you have kind of more like a divide, or like it's separated. You get the keyboard tracks, then you get the heavy metal tracks.
Yeah. You guys have anything else to say about that one, or should we get into the next track?
Nah, man, that track was perfect. We can just end the episode.
Yeah, if you guys aren't convinced yet, I don't know what will.
Yeah, I mean,
both of these next songs.
The next songs are great, though. Like, they are great. That's probably the best song in the album, but I don't know if it's my favorite, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like tied in between that one and the last one. The opener's really good too.
The last one's probably my favorite.
Yeah. Well, before we get into that, let's get into Desert of Darkness, and we'll be right back.
stone wall. I trapped in my single nest.
Alright, we returned. What do you guys think of that one?
I feel like that's, to me at least, I think that's the drum track.
Oh, yeah.
Personally. I think that's maybe not the most like technical or impressive, but I feel like that's the track where the drums are given the most room to really maneuver and shine.
Yeah, right from the beginning with the, drum intro solo.
Yeah, no, it definitely
Hey.
just sets the stage pretty well.
And that middle part with the when it's alternating between the clean guitar, the heavy riffs going, like a little more technical flourishes you get in like the complicated parts. I think that really makes the track.
Yeah, and I think I gotta eat my words on this not sounding black metal. It's probably the most black metal track they have.
Maybe it's like you said, the dissection thing, where it's it's death metal, it's black metal, it's death metal.
Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely hearing a lot of that in there, in like the more instrumental sections, which was really
Section,
great.
Like maybe like a later more like technical destruction material.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that sort of Inquisition-y string skipping riff or section in the latter half of that track was really great, and I think it goes, when it returns, it plays a tremolo version instead of doing a Inquisition style kind of string skipping again, which is interesting. Like, they're always finding new ways to progress things as they come back, and going into new parts too. Like, there's a section where the drums just are by itself again, does a quick little fill. It's like almost like I hear that more in like grind stuff or more like technical death metal. BDM does that for sure too.
I think it definitely speaks to like this idea that this album is sort of like an eclectic, like I guess approximation of what like these guys were listening to and what they were exposed to. Because I don't know if we mentioned it, but like pretty much the scene in Eastern Ukraine was like pretty united, not divided by subgenre.
Yeah, and you're mentioning he
Yeah.
has like a grind band too on the side.
Yeah, he was in like a porno grind band actually.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Ah,
I think
should
it's
have had
titled
that featured.
Vulvalator. Has like a bunch of fat chicks dancing in a circle.
There's a
And
video
he
of it?
did- there's like one song on YouTube. I haven't been able to check out the whole thing.
I gotta check that out. Sounds funny.
But
Post show, listen.
yeah, he also did like productions for like other like European, Ukrainian grind bands in his area. So I think grind, maybe grind is more important than what we might be thinking of.
Yeah, cause like the drumming on there with the alternate blasting is like very grind too. Like we mentioned like Morbid Angel too.
Yeah,
You know, like
Morbid Angel and Morbid Angel grindcore was very important to Morbid Angel, really.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's kind of where you get that. It's like the single foot blasting going on instead of like a bomb blast or something that you would hear in more like old school death metal when
Yeah,
like the Swedish stuff when it gets insanely fast. It's usually like the bomb blast, like really syncopated, both drums hitting at the same time,
yeah,
versus like alternate where you can hear the just like a really sped up thrash beat.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a real standout and unique thing here because I know a lot of bands do that too. Blaze My Sorrow, and Canarus Quintet. They
Canarus
do
Quintet,
a lot of that alternate blasting, but here it just sounds so fierce. Like it sounds way more like he's giving it his all here, and the other ones sound
Yeah.
like very like they perform it so well. You can't even like there's not any sign of stress on their face when they're doing it, but here you can kind of like hear like how hard he's playing the shit.
He's going. That's one thing I do enjoy, like the intensity of the performances. But if I have a little bit of complaint for this album, it would be like the production or that kind of thing. Like it's very scratchy and raw, and
Yeah,
it works to an extent, but I think also it kind of takes away the punch in some sections, and it you need to like really repeatedly listen to over and over to like really get, oh, okay, because it's like it kind of washes over you if you're not like paying attention.
yeah, because a lot of melodic death metal is very like polished, so you can hear like everything. It sounds very on a click, where this sounds like almost live.
Yeah,
In sections.
Yeah, that's the charm and kind of a little bit of downside for me for this record. Like I wish there was a little more like death metal like low end punch to it. I think that would have elevated this album more.
Yeah, it is very like high frequencies you get, even the thrash
Scratchy.
riffs. Yeah,
Yeah, and with how fast they're going with like the skitters thrash riffs they're like going through, like I think a tiny bit more polish on production. Like if this sounded more like the like I listened to the demos um from the Mid Evolution comp.
mm-hmm.
I think it was the second one or the third one, but that had a little more like beefier production.
Yeah, and I
I
think
think
on the first album too, it has a little bit of a beefier production guitar wise.
Yeah, and I think that would have helped a little bit more.
Yeah, that makes sense. Any input, Charles?
As far as production goes,
Yeah,
I feel like I could definitely understand that. There's certain aspects that, yeah, like you said, kind of washes over you. Maybe like not same soundy, but sort of the thing where like you do have to have a consistent, like stream of focus in order to
Yeah.
really appreciate and understand what they're going for.
yeah. It sounds a bit claustrophobic. There's in like room. It's like all sharing the same frequencies, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, like some stuff gets like buried in like the mix
Ye-
because it's
Yeah,
so
a lot
flat.
of stuff gets buried. Like I was
Yeah.
listening to this on my like shitty earbuds, and it sounded pretty like maybe not scratchy, but like a little sandpapery in
Yeah.
a way. I have like headsets on, and they're like I can hear there's like more room in the low end that the bass drums and the bass fills out.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say we've mentioned that, or we didn't mention that bass playing too, in that one section. It really gives it room to breathe there.
yeah,
But
Yeah, it was even then. It was still a little hard to hear.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, I like what you said about it being well, like a little like with the not proper headphones, you kind of will miss it. But like, yeah, I got like headphones on too,
yeah,
proper ones, and it's like you're hearing everything, so it's a little bit easier to differentiate what's going on between the instruments in the song. But I do get
yeah.
that understanding of it all kind of sharing the same space, but
If this was like a black metal song with like open tremolo chords being constantly struck, I think it would work better. But this is like a very death metal focused band, so I want more of that physicality in there.
yeah, and I think that's where bands like that play melodic death metal that have heavier production, like guitar wise, like Praxism and what's it called, Dawn of Dreams too. Like I think that's very very notable for them. Like they do it really well, having like
Yeah,
heavy guitar, but also able to play these higher register stuff as well, and it sounds like even better.
definitely.
Yeah.
But with that, let's get into the last songs here. So I wanted to go into the interlude track, the synth-oriented one, the essence of the past still haunts, and dark paths to the ancient thrones, back to back. I feel like it's essential to listen to it back to back for those two songs anyway. But
Right.
yeah, so we'll be right back. All right,
Tom Araya's band.
we are back. What a coupling of songs to end the album. You get the atmosphere of this, medieval, world, and then on this song, you're just like going on the journey, the quest, and it's like it goes, even has the adventure rock beat and riffing in there. So great. What do you guys think of that one?
Yeah, I think highlights of this album gotta be either Suffocating Thugs or this little combo of the instrumental into the concluding song. It's just, I mentioned the power metal aspects, and for the most part, it was kind of like an aesthetical thing. But I feel like with this track, it's far more power metal than it is thrash. In terms of just like how like they're structured, really. You get the feeling that like it's sort of like an epic narrative continued by continuing off of like that ethereal, like clean guitar and synths from the instrumental.
Yeah, I can hear that.
And like the way I kind of saw it is that like the sort of desperate quality I talked about in the vocals, I feel in some way goes into the playing of the instruments as well. Like it feels a little bit more frenetic than it was before. At
Yeah,
least to me.
yeah. Like I said before we press play, I was like, this is like the most unhinged track.
It's super melodic death metal, dude. Trust.
It is like the most melodic death metal. Like I feel like the integration between the medieval folky stuff and like the metal material is like really converges here, especially with those repeating melodies you get.
Yeah, it's so catchy.
It's just that's probably one of my favorite parts of the album. I literally
that's like the most like Viking part
Yeah.
you get.
I was saying it to them while we were listening to it. Like I literally in my notes wrote down like J-Dog face where he's like, oh, like how awesome something is. It's just that just like instantly like grabbed me.
Yeah,
Castrum? Never heard of him.
Dude, he would hate him because there's too good for him. It's over. He's like, it's too show offy.
That ain't a Toonski, bro.
Bro, what is this? There's a knight and there's a spider and a face on the building. That's lame. Where's the gore?
Yeah, we were saying we wanted to talk about the album art too, done by one of Cornelius's friends.
That's one of the things that really caught me when I was initially introduced to him.
It's definitely going for like that 90s into the early 2000s like probably like PC like RPG, like this feels like Morrowind art in a way to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
especially
dark
with
fantasy.
This one, the fucking tornado and the night.
The spider with two eyes.
That's a woman. That's like a Gustav Doré.
Oh my
arachnid.
god! I just realized that. Holy shit! That's incredible.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. I thought it was like a spider.
She's bent.
Oh my god.
She's bent over like the Gustav Doré.
Tits on the album art, check.
maybe the dog would like it. Never mind.
They look like Hellcats.
Okay. Dude, I found out like recently like she modeled for like album covers. Like it was like shocking to see.
That's funny.
I was like, I had no idea. It was like for a midnight promo. Like she was like naked for.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude. We were yeah. So
Well,
crazy.
do you want someone hot or do you want some ugly on the promo? No, just use Hellcat.
I remember like in a video he was like, would I care if Hellcat was on OnlyFans? Hell no. She's making money. Who cares?
Only devils.
Yep. Only devils. Only piggies. Only piggies. But yeah,
No angels allowed.
Ooh, no Jimmy fans. Uh-oh. Sup, Angels.
Oh.
It's over.
And the fucking
I don't know.
the fucking face on the door.
Yeah, I
Oh.
love that.
Yeah,
That's the,
during the snare roll section. Yeah, and they come back with it after too. Yeah, it's really great. It's like doing just the roots of like the next like rhythm section. Yeah, it was like
fantastic. With the fucking
Yeah.
the bass playing like shines in some parts. Like you can hear it in one of the sections. Like it's introducing the rhythms while the guitars do like these really technical flourishes on top.
It
Then the
is a little
guitars transitions into
I would say it is a. Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, you guys gotta
I
get
would say
used
it's
to
like you were saying.
talking over each other.
Yeah, true. You gotta play in the mud if you want to be in the pig pen.
Yeah.
No, it's like you were saying. It is a shame that like because of like the mixing being a little flatter, like you miss some of like the flourishes that like the bass. For all we know, the bass could have been doing stuff like that the entire time. It's just it's somewhat a little buried by the guitars
There's
and drums.
sections that really pops out, but
Yeah.
a lot of time it just like ends up as low end mush, and like as I was saying, if you're like listening to it on like shitty earbuds, it just sounds like scratchy.
Yeah, it's a shame.
You won't really get that bass.
If there's one in particular on Suffocating Thugs that's really noticeable, but like I can only wonder like how much other like were there other moments that were just lost in the mixing.
Yeah. I guess it makes it that much more rewarding to repeatedly listen to it.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the only really problems we can have with it is the mixing. Like.
Yeah, the music content is great.
Music content's great. I was initially, maybe it was due to the production, but I was initially like, this kind of, you know, this is good, but it's also kind of like, maybe a little stale, or like a little predictable, but,
and you're wrong.
After, yeah. I was,
Did you predict that mandolin?
I was wrong.
Did you predict that mandolin coming?
But like the Oriental melody stuff is like a pretty common trope in like extreme metal at this time. So.
Yeah, and it went with the theme of that track too. So.
Yeah, dude. The Temple of Doom guys, they're back.
I'm getting truth nuked over here.
Not a third time.
Getting nuked again, yeah.
Not again.
Oh, fuck.
It's over.
You're gonna get something worse than anime exported to you after that.
Fuck.
You guys don't want to do it.
It's over.
Yeah, instead of Fat Blan and Little Boy, it's just what's it called? Little Pig.
No, you're going too far. We can't do this. Oh no.
Yeah. Like I said initially when we started talking about this song, what a great way to end this album. You guys have some concluding thoughts on it as a whole? It seems like every track was like it was like a bit hard for me to choose which ones, but you know, going because this is like one of my favorite melodic death metal albums. So it was like all these songs have like special moments that I would love to highlight, but I feel like as complete songs, these ones captured the best parts of it.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely gives. Oh, it definitely gives a good, like sort of buffet style. It shows you a little bit of everything of what's on offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely the most standout for me. This album.
I think it also shows that it was pretty unanimous. Like the albums, like we didn't even really have to discuss like, oh, we should do this song instead of this song. No, we each knew we were gonna do these songs, which was really impressive.
Those ones have the real like wow factor.
Yeah. Like such a climatic ending at the end. Like it seemed like that track did not stop at all. Like it just had just bulldozing momentum the whole way through. Even though there was a quick stop-start on a dime, these guys just played so tight. It works out so well. Like what a great implementation of a fantastic death metal technique. You know, the stop-start section, and you know they don't overuse it at all. And it when done right, it provides such a great impact. It's really really great. But do you guys yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, for me like I'll still like stand by some of the previous comments I made, like maybe not even the production, but like you know, a lot of the albums like very solid, continuous material, and it works very well. But initially for me, it kind of lacked that standout factor. But it's an album that really rewards repeat listenings, I think.
Oh yeah, no, I was able to listen to like few I think like 3 sit downs and like a few passive sit downs while I was like at work or the gym or something. Like I was definitely picking stuff up more and more, such as like the bass flourishes we talked about.
Yeah. And because like the guitars are like very dense, and there's lots of playing happening, you kind of need to concentrate. But
Well, I was gonna say, even with that, it's like the melodies are so catchy that it doesn't necessarily lead you on through the song, but it's like there's always like an anchor to the songs. But there is so much other stuff going on where I can see it's like this is like vying for your attention. Like we said, this is a guitar band first, and then just so happens the rest of the band is fighting for that seat too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
When people are like on Metal Archives, it's like Argus on first, and it's like they're similar in that they're both really catchy and are melodic death metal.
Yeah, like this is so much faster than Argus Lyn, and more along the lines of like the Swedish, not Gothenburg stuff, but like that sort of like melodeath.
Swedish, yeah, melodic extreme metal from Sweden.
Yeah, it's like they're it seems like a very major or like happy version of like fucking the nuclear black metal, like with how fast that they're going.
Love the nuclear metal.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. But you guys have any other thoughts on the album and want to close out the episode?
Yeah, I guess good band actually, pretty much. I'm gonna have to get a CD copy of this album as well at some point.
Yeah.
If you like weird, like Eastern European, like a death metal with a bunch of like styles mixed in, I think I could definitely recommend this album.
Yeah, and it doesn't come off like gimmicky though, like the like other bands we mentioned, like Harmonious Bosch and stuff, where they're just throwing in things. Like I think they even have like saxophone stuff that's like so out of place with a lot of.
Well, I like that kind of shit, so
yeah.
But like if you're like a more hard-edged metalhead, this would definitely appeal to you more.
Yeah, it doesn't come off like gimmicky or experimental. It's all just a very cohesive listen. Like this is
cohesive and traditional, but there's some original.
This is an album you show people who are like, I don't really like melodic death metal, and then you show it to them and they are like, oh shit.